So once again, the pacing in this chapter of One Piece 913 picks up steadfast. And after 2 weeks of waiting, you would think Oda would not waste any time, and he didn't. So we get off to the confrontation between Hawkins, Zoro, and Luffy. And Hawkins is like asking, do you know who the actually country falls under? And Zoro's trying to play dumb to make sure he doesn't know. But then Luffy's like, it's Kaido, right? I'm here to kick his ass. And then Zoro's minded Luffy that, Kingdom Man told us not to say that, and then Luffy's like, I was lying, but he's already said it, so there's no going back, so. And which is interesting because we do actually get to see a fight and see what Hawkins is capable of. We come to find out that Hawkins' bounty's at 320, same as Zoro, and which puts him a little bit below Sanji as well, so. Like I said, I think it's going to change after Wano. Zoro picks up that Luffy's got an interesting katana, so an interesting sword. So he's like, throw it this way. You don't know how to use a sword. He doesn't. What's even funny is he doesn't even use the sword. Gama no, and he ends up throwing a gun pistol anyway. So he never uses the sword. And then they send in a lizard to try and bite Luffy, right? So Luffy does the same thing he did the first time he was attacked on Curry. He grabbed the lizard and threw it at Hawkins. He pulls out like a straw-like sword, Hawkins, and he just sends it straight back. So it's like Warabide sword. So that was kind of cool. Like Zoro's just cutting through like fodder, like it's nothing. He's not wasting any time. He goes straight after Hawkins, and he's able to slash. I don't know if he's using Haki or not, but he's slashing Hawkins through the face, right? But obviously, because of his puppet clones or straw clones, he's like, I'm fine. So as expected of you, he's using life minus straw clones so he can die 10 times. So it makes sense if his support that's being made out of straw is from his abilities. It's like the straw fruit. So it's like if there are 10 of these, I can die 10 times. So he can die the amount of times that he has clones. So that's kind of broken, but makes you kind of wonder where the hell is Killer in all this, because it's obvious by the end of this chapter, Oda is bringing up the worst generation's whereabouts one by one. Now we have Hawkins. At some point, we're going to find out what's Kid's up to. He was fucked up last time we saw. We know Apu's working on the Kaido, no problem. He's going to be returning on Wano at some point. And by the end of this chapter, another member of the worst generation has his eyes out on Luffy and Zoro. So, and then he brings out a giant ass version of himself. Zoro actually getting excited for this. He's like looking at his blade. I think he did that actually on Thriller Bar. So I thought that was so convenient. I don't know if that's a Shisui that he got from Ryuma, but if that is, that's a hell of a throwback. But anyway, he's just slicing through the fire like it's nothing. And he's like, sorry, I draw a good time next time. That give an individual the ability to surpass the limit. So that's kind of broken. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Bella Betty. The fact that the Tiger Dog, right? He grabs a hold of Luffy and Zoro and tries to make a run for it along Otama's to try and get Otama out to safety, right? So he goes after Luffy and Zoro's like, protect the kid, I'll take care of this guy. It'd be interesting to see, because actually Zoro did get some cuts in this, but I don't think he would have. I still think Zoro would have been fine, personally. But this, I guess the giant scarecrow actually fired some nails. One of them pierced Zoro's his face or something, his way. But even with those nails piercing Zoro, he's like, Nigiri Toro, summon, slices right through that giant scarecrow. I don't know if I'm assuming he may be using Haki if you notice there's some extra shadowing on those swords. So I don't know, but either way, that scarecrow is done, and you got this look on Hawkins like, yeah, okay, and like, so we keep chasing him, Hawkins Sama, and it's like, no. And it's interesting when Hawkins is first talking to Luffy and Zoro, he's like, your probability of dying surviving this month is 19%, which is interesting because Law said our chance of taking down Kaido are 30% max. So, but there's still a percentage. So, and we're going to find out that the woman, I think that Zoro actually saved in the previous chapter, comes out at the Tiger Dog's tail, and her name is Osuru. Osuru, she's a tea house owner. I guess she knows Otama, so she's like, I'll take you back to my tea house. And Zoro, which is funny because Zoro is, right, he's uncomfortable with women. It seems, because she's like, why would we go to drink tea at a time like this? Not that I know who this kid is, so. But it's like, no, you got it wrong, because I'm going to put medical herbs and give her something to fix her up. So, which is interesting, is Osuru actually hitting on Zoro, because she's like, yo, I'll tend your wounds. We go to another part of the Wano country in Okaboro town, the town of the leftovers. So I'm assuming that's another town affected by Kaido's pollution and what not, because this is like a wasteland as well. Either way, you can't pay rent here, so we get to see a sumo wrestler or sumo by the name of Yokozuna. By the way, haven't we seen a character named Yokozuna, like the frog in the way of the sea train on the way to Eni's lobby? So this is the second character we've seen in the One Piece series named Yokozuna. Anyway, we see the tea girl that was in the visual. Finally, I'm pretty sure that's the lookalike of Robin, right? So my social standing is, so she's obviously trying to serve up. She's at this tea house as well, and you got this Yokozuna like character from the capital, right? His wife or something. So O-Kiku, a tea house poster girl. I can see why, right? She's like a centerfold, right? So a Wano. So this guy cares nothing about having a wife for himself. In comes Luffy and Zoro with Otama. It looks like I'm starting to think she has a bigger role than just a tea house girl, right? I think she's some way, shape, or form she has a connection with the Shogun, and now she's reduced to a tea house girl, and she's like, yo, we need to boil some Jiagan grass so we can fix up Otama. So that's terrible. I'll go make it immediately. I honestly thought when I saw Otama that she was actually the daughter of O-Kiku, but I don't think that's the case anymore. But unless they're like, okay, they're trying to come up with an act. So what is Otama's connection with the Kozuki clan, right? Because I don't think she's a member of it, but she knows about it. Osuru and O-Kiku will get introduced to. I'm assuming that's Osuru is the one that Zoro saved in the previous chapter. So we do get introduced to O-Kiku. Gotta say, looking great already. I mean, like I said, the pacing, boom, picked up. Because if this were something like Dressrosa or Whole Cake Island, this chapter would have taken 2 to resolve with Hawkins, and it only took half. So you can see, and I'm starting to get the reason why Oda has stated that One Piece is 80% done, because we got no chapter next week. So yeah, I'm starting to see why. So. And then we end the chapter with the Heart Pirates looking in. I'm assuming with Luffy and Zoro. So we're gonna get to, whether it's 2 weeks or not, we're gonna get to see Law next. So that's gonna be good. You see Beppo in a kimono, so that's funny. You know, if she's actually wearing a symbol of Trafalgar Law, the symbol of the Heart Pirates. They all are. The 3 members, Sachi said, we're getting introduced to each of the worst generation because Oda is setting up for that reunion. I've said it before. Hawkins obviously had to do his job to make it seem like he's attacking Luffy, but if he really wanted to go after Luffy and Zoro, he would have done it. So I don't think that's his goal. I just think he's playing a role until it's a suitable situation for him, so he can switch sides and try and bring down Kaido. I think the same thing's gonna happen with Kid, wherever he's at. Law, we know where he stands, and obviously oppose OK as long as he doesn't get killed, right? So we haven't seen Killer yet, so I'm assuming we may get to see Killer once we see Kid. Well, all in all, I thought it was a decent chapter. Obviously, it sucks we've got no chapter next week, but that's the way it is. So let me know what you guys think down below. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for subscribe for more One Piece. Catch you guys later. Bye.